Today, I'm teaching you how to fix your credit score in one of the easiest ways I've ever seen possible. So this might apply to you, this might not, but honestly, I think this is pretty helpful for anyone that wants to know. I don't hear this being talked about a lot, but one of the easiest ways you can is through this method right over here. So just for a little bit of context, when I got my first credit card, I think it was around the age of 16. Yeah, I got my first credit card around the age of 16. I used it really stupidly. Obviously, at the age of 16, I didn't have a job, neither did I have any form of cash flow. So using this credit card was like a little cheat code, and all of a sudden, I was negative and I couldn't pay for it, and bam, my credit score plummeted. Now I'm talking, I was probably in the 500s range, which was really bad. Like, you're trying to aim to be around 6, 7, or 800. So the easiest way that I was able to fix it, this was a method that I use, and it's pretty simple. So assuming you're watching this video, I'm assuming you have a credit card, and I'm assuming your parents are alive. If not, this method is kind of not for you. Just letting you know. So if you do have a parent or a guardian, it doesn't really need to be your parent. It could be your siblings too. If they have bills that they pay and you know that they're on top of it, one thing you could ask them to do is put your name, you, onto the bill, onto the car payments that they do, and onto any other reoccurring payments that they do, and you will get credit for these reoccurring payments if they're using a credit card to pay for it. So all of a sudden, your credit score gets affected by all of this. So this is one thing that I did at a really young age, especially to fix that horrible credit score I had at 16. So this got me up a few points, but I'm not gonna lie, this wasn't the fastest method. This was probably gonna take you a few years, but as long as your sibling or your parent is consistent, this will get you by. But another method that I don't see talked about a lot is using your parents. So the thing that your parents have that you don't have is simply time, okay? They have the time where they've had a credit card and they've already verified that, oh, they can handle a credit card. So if their credit score is really high, all of a sudden, if they made you a card with your name on it, right? With your name on it as the attached person onto the card, all of a sudden, their credit score is shared with you, okay? And I don't mean it's a one-to-one, I just mean like their history is shared with you. So all of a sudden, instead of you being a, 1 to 3 year like credit history user, you then turn into a 20 to 30 year credit history user. So me at my dumb age, when I was 16, I had obviously history with like not paying around like $450, and that was left on my account because they closed the account and I didn't know how to pay this. It was really stupid of me now looking back at it, but this would usually take 5 to 6 years. I could be wrong on the exact number, but it takes a really long time for this to be out of your history, right? But this method right here all of a sudden makes it so this is gone. You get what I'm saying? So if you were able to leverage your parents' credit score, all of a sudden, whatever their credit score is, you're gonna be not slowly. It was actually pretty fast for me. It was like a few months. A few months later, my credit score shot up back to normal numbers, and all of a sudden, I was approved for any credit card that I wanted. So this is the method that I personally use to get up to higher 700s, and I think you guys should utilize this. But be careful, as this is a very, very high risk, high reward type of situation, okay? The reason I say this is because if this sibling of yours or parent or guardian of yours messes up, it messes your score up. If your parent messes up, it messes your score up. So be very careful because it is working in partnership with your parents. Now you can kind of see why I mentioned if you don't have parents that are alive or still around, this might not help you, but I believe you can still do this method with a guardian or a sibling. It's just personally I've done it with my parents, which is why I wanted to share this little method of mine. So ask your parents, they might know something about this. If not, just Google it. We got the internet, it's free. But yeah, I hope this helped. This helped me a lot, especially since I was stressing about my credit score. I wanted to buy a house or two in the near future, and this got me thinking like, damn, I really need to tee up with my credit score. And so this is the method I used to do it. I hope this helped. Subscribe if it did. Peace.